All right, welcome to the work session for the ARB. Now underway. 335 South Side Avenue has been pulled from the agenda this evening. So we're going to move to the next one, which is 554 Baker Avenue, new addition. Comments from board members?
Looks great. Oh, I didn't have it here. Thought it looked pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I felt the same way. So we can move that to pre-approval. Next, we have 2 Springbrook Place, new windows. Comments from the board?
No comments. I was just wondering why they're going from, I mean, it's a nice, really nice little house. I drove by there just to make sure I was seeing things correctly because the photos are a little fuzzy. All of the windows that are existing have grills and the replacement windows do not. And I was wondering why that choice was being made. And then also too, just a clarification, there's one slider that's shown, but when you look at the rendering, if that slider is shown like 90 degrees, so it looks like a double hung. So I was wondering what's going on there, if it was just a,
Is it a
Yeah.
slider being installed sideways?
yeah, to look like a double hung or what, just want to clarify what's going on
Can't
there.
really do that.
I know it's not going to work good. But
No, I
anyway,
think our question about the grids, Alan.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the only thing I wondered, if they were just, if they were actually gonna match the other windows and just doesn't show here, or because why would you put in ones? Now you got 3 windows that, it seems like these windows don't match already and they're trying to make them more the same, so wouldn't even make them the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even notice that they put the slider horizontally.
Yeah, the last page shows
Yeah.
it.
That's different. Is it? Yeah. Looks like the other 2 windows on that elevation are sliders. So
yeah.
Yeah.
it would look like that with the grids.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, we can discuss 2 Springbrook Place. Last project is 712 Marshall Avenue, new addition. Comments from the board?
I just had a comment on the skylights. It looks like it's right on the ridge line in the roof plan. And then the skylights aren't showing up in the elevation. So I just wanted to clarify. I guess their placements.
So my only question was on the grids again. But it looks like the house has both windows
Noticed that
without them
too.
and windows with them. I assume the new windows are going to match the windows that it looks like in this one picture that they have here mountains on the front windows. That's what they're gonna match soon. So-
Yeah.
But not even really, I guess. Because they've got a hodgepodge of it. I don't know. That was less than 5 minutes.
Okay. That'll take care of the work session. We're gonna pause till 5:30 for the regular meeting. All right. Welcome everyone to the Architectural Review Board meeting. We finished our work session, so the regular meeting is now underway. Introduce Tacoa Bell and Jim Bailey with the city, Carol Dunkey and Tracy Collins, Angela Thompson, and myself, Bob Buckman, all volunteer architects on the board. First item of business is review of meeting minutes from May 1st, which I believe 3 of us are here for that. So May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the May 1st meeting minutes as written.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Aye. All right, the May 1st meeting minutes are approved as written. We do have one pre-approval as well. May I have a motion on 554 Baker Avenue?
I'll make a motion to approve 554 Baker Avenue as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oppose? All right, so if you're here for 554 Baker Avenue, your project's been approved and you're good to go.
Aye. Bye.
Hardly got a chance to get comfortable.
You. And at this point, if we read your project off and you're here in person or online, to raise your Zoom hand online, and Tacoa will add you to the discussion and we'll discuss your project. First project is 2 Springbrook Place, new window. Anyone online?
No one online.
All right. We can move on to the next one, 712 Marshall Avenue, new addition. Anyone online for that project?
There is no one online.
I,
He is live. I have one person on Zoom.
All right, hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, hi. Which
Hi.
project are you here for?
712 Marshall.
Okay, great. Well, welcome. I think we did have a couple of questions and I'll let Tracy ask.
Yeah, I just had I just noticed that the way the drawings were drawn, the skylights look really close to the ridge line of the roof. And that they weren't shown in the elevation drawings, and I just wanted to talk with your architect, or if you guys know if that's really where they're gonna be placed. It might just be hard to install it as drawn.
And I think Jenny is listening. I don't know if she has access to talking. She's at her daughter's graduating.
Oh, wow.
So we're we want to put the skylights in, but at some point we might decide not to. I don't know anything about the elevation, but it's not I don't.
It's not critical to us. It's,
Yeah, I guess it's more of a graphical thing anyway. So it's just something that I was gonna ask Jenny about, but I'm sure it's fine.
And then there was a question about window grids as well.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was just wondering, I noticed you have, will the grids match the existing windows? Is that the idea? The,
yeah,
We're only, we're going to have the grids in the windows, but we're not replacing all of the windows, just the windows in the newer section. So I think
they'll have grids.
they'll have grids. Yeah.
yeah, and they just match the ones that are, I understand some windows have them and some don't, but the ones that you're going to put in are going to match the ones that are already there so that you have 2 different kinds. You don't have like a whole nother kind.
Yeah, we want them to match.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like Jenny is,
Is she
Jenny does have permission to talk.
She might be tied up.
I think she's at a baccalaureate. She's at a,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the only comment about the skylights was that if they're installed, that they would have to be installed in a place that
Can be.
can be installed.
Yeah.
Because they're not shown that way currently.
Yeah.
It can't be
Um,
at the ridge.
Right, they can't be on the ridge. All right. So we could, I think that was it. So I appreciate your all's time. I think we're good on this one.
okay.
So
Thank
with-
you.
With that, may I have a motion?
I will move to approve 712 Marshall Avenue as submitted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? All right, 712 Marshall Avenue is approved. And then we'll move back to 2 Springbrook Place. Is there anyone online?
I do not have anyone online.
Okay. Well, I think we're looking for a clarification on one of those windows.
And then the question about why they're going to no grids in the replacement when now all the other windows have grills, and the house is on a corner.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so I think with those questions, we can table 2 Springbrook Place since no one's present to discuss it. And that's all we have on our agenda for tonight. So I thank you all, and we are adjourned.